Welcome down the rabbit hole. Oh my goodness. This Gypsy Blanchard rabbit hole has no end. It's crazy. And I just want to reiterate that from my point of view, Gypsy Rose Blanchard is like a true victim of what her mother did to her. And, you know, I would give a lot of grace to her in almost every situation because of what she's been through. And I really need to put that out there. Okay. So a couple of days ago, I made a video about Rachel Garlick. I'll link her below. You should go and check out her TikTok page if you're interested, because there's a lot going on there. All right. And she had privated like some videos of Gypsy, and now she's unprivated them. Okay. So you can take a look and see what's going on and come to your own conclusions about all of this. Rachel has contacted me and she wanted me to correct some things in the video, and I'm going to give you that information right here, right now. And then you can go to her TikTok page and, you know, come to your own conclusions about what's going on. For me, when I found out about Rachel's page, if you're not aware of what's happening with that, again, you can look back at my old video.
I know Gypsy. We were in the same county jail together in Springfield, and I had read about her in the paper, and we just so happened to be on the same prison bus together.
But I will do a quick synopsis here. Rachel was a former friend from prison. She had been in prison with Gypsy Rose, and they became best friends for a period of time. Then Rachel was released, and they maintained that friendship while Rachel was outside of the prison. Rachel created like a very popular TikTok, and she would talk about Gypsy on the TikTok. People would ask questions about Gypsy, and she would maybe email her, get information. She also like set up friendships for Gypsy, like helping people get in touch with her, that type of thing. And you can see all of that on her TikTok. She also made a secondary TikTok at one point in time that was also about Gypsy. So like I said, go to her TikTok to figure it all out. There's a lot going on there. Okay, so Rachel reached out to me and she wanted me to correct a few things about what I said about her. The first is, I assumed that Rachel had like some kind of weight loss surgery done, because the main situation that I was looking at when it comes to this TikTok is like how much money was made and where did that money go? And Rachel wants me to make it clear that she did not have weight loss surgery. She lost weight in like a natural way. She did have other surgeries like skin removal surgery. So I was wrong. Please go to her TikTok to see what's going on there with her videos. Now she talks mostly about her family, and she did make some TikToks about the surgery she was going through recently. But again, the point for me has always been like, was a ton of money made? And where did it go? So Rachel came forward and she was very much like, look, you know, I'm a mom. I actually work full time. She told me a little bit about her job. She did TikTok on the side, and, you know, she did make these videos about Gypsy. She sent me her tax return from 2021 when she first started making these videos. And I will say, I'm not going to show the tax return because I don't want to give out this kind of personal information, but the money that was made was like very little. And she let me know that she had this deal with Gypsy where they would go 50-50 on the money that was made. It was very little money. And then she sent me a screenshot of all of the payments she made to Gypsy while Gypsy was in prison. These were donations to Gypsy, like through JPay, which is how you send money to people in prison. And, you know, Rachel let me know that a part of all of this is that people might send money like for birthday or Christmas for Gypsy, and then Rachel would donate it, you know, through JPay to her. And, you know, she let me know it wasn't a lot, but you can see through these screenshots that she did provide this money to Gypsy in prison. You know, and it was important for her to make this clear because I was definitely questioning where that money went. And I mean, here we can see that at least a portion of it went to Gypsy, if not the majority of it. If she wants to clarify this anymore, it'll be over on her TikTok page. So check it out there. Okay. Now, from my point of view, like, I'm glad that Rachel contacted me and gave me some of that information. But overall, like, what I'm getting at in these few videos that I made about these people on social media with all these connections to Gypsy, the point that I'm trying to make is it doesn't seem very healthy for anyone involved, you know. Rachel's situation is definitely one where she at least knew Gypsy ahead of time. A lot of these people don't know her, and they're clearly kind of coming after a relationship with her for some kind of ulterior motive, and not even like a negative ulterior motive. It could be like they're just really lonely and they want a friend. But how is that good for a person like Gypsy, who has essentially been a completely traumatized and abused child the majority of her life? So I just find the whole thing really odd. Now, Gypsy has completely blown up on social media. I don't know if you guys have seen that she has like, I don't, is it like 6 million followers on Instagram, more than a lot of celebrities. She's like videos about her are raging on TikTok, especially, I guess that's kind of like with a younger group of kids. And it's a lot. Like certainly I question how good it is for her, how good it is for the kids who watch it and maybe idolize her. I've seen some interviews that I thought were really weird, whereas I'm definitely the kind of person who's like, Gypsy deserves to go out and live and do what she wants and have fun. And like what was done to her, in my personal opinion, is so wrong that of course she deserves to just go out and live a good life. That's my personal opinion. I know not everybody agrees with that in my comments, and I get where you're coming from, but that's my personal opinion. And yet still, I have seen it like go too far recently. Like a lot of the interviews and stuff, just asking such shallow questions and everything is kind of, I don't know, it just makes me feel uncomfortable. So I did get her ebook today. I will be reading that on the channel. I'm excited to go there because, that's probably addressing like the real shit of why we're here and what's going on in her life. And that will be my way of exploring the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case further. So I hope you'll join me as we travel down more rabbit holes, but mainly through her book and then move on because I can't be dealing with all this TikTok shit anymore. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. And I hope you'll join me again as we head down yet another rabbit hole.